In today's BT10 Breakdown video, I go over every white and multicolored card in the set. Will these cards make a mark on the format? Or will they simply be fodder for a sealed format? As always, if you enjoy these types of videos, do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell for more future content. There aren't too many white cards in the BT10 Xros Encounter set, but are they game-breaking? In some instances, I'd say yes. There are only 4 white cards composed of Sistermon Seal, Omnimon X Antibody, Upgrade Plugin O, and Second Mappa. Sistermon Seal on play if it's your turn lets you digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon with Royal Knight and its traits from your hand by paying its Digivolution cost. Okay, interesting. Your turn once per turn, when your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Huckmon in its name, or Royal Knight in its traits, gain 1 memory. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. In looking at Japanese meta lists, some decks run 4 of these, others 1. There's a spread of whether you want to max this out or not, but in that regard I do feel it does have utility. For its actual effect though, I feel the first effect will happen, but at a huge memory expense. Unless you have 6 memory, you could go into your Savior Huckmon, play Sistermon, then digivolve immediately into a Blitz Jesmon, and keep it your turn with a memory gain back. But as I've said so far in every video, I'll need to playtest this myself to figure out if I like Sistermon, or if I'm staying with the other ones. Omnimon X Antibody joins the Omnimon family as another possible evolution option. For a whopping 16 memory play cost, or 7 memory to digivolve into, this Digimon also has the now highest DP threshold of 16,000. With quite a few effects. First, when a Digimon with X Antibody and its Digivolution cards would digivolve into this card, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2. If you happen to have Omnimon already in the sources, your Digivolve is literally going to be 1 memory if it has the X Antibody in the sources too. When digivolving, return all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level to the bottom of the owner's deck. Also, when digivolving and attacking, once per turn by placing 1 X Antibody or level 6 card from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to the bottom of the owner's deck, reveal all of your opponent's security and then trash 1. Place the rest face down. There was a discussion about this a while back, about Kongu and this card. And after talking with my friend Eric Edlund, one of your judges in the trading card game, confirmed that, bottom line, it doesn't work. But is Omnimon X Antibody a powerful card? Absolutely. Does it warrant a run into a deck? Also yes. But I'm personally more of a defensive player and prefer the OG Omnimon X Antibody instead, for the defensive capability of negating your opponent's attacks. For the white option cards, there's Upgrade Plugin O and Second Mappa. Upgrade Plugin O lets you ignore the color requirements while you have a Tamer in play. Typical of plugin cards, and gives your Digimon plus 3000 DP until the end of your opponent's next turn. In security, you gain 1 memory and add this card to your hand. This Digimon can give your Digimon the extra oomph it needs if you want it to live or even tower over specific Digimon. But right now, I think it does have potential in a certain deck to prevent a specific card from being run over. Lastly, Second Mappa allows you to use this powerful option card while you have a Royal Knight Digimon in play, ignoring its color requirements. For 3 memory, you can unsuspend one of your Digimon. Then, if its name is Jesmon GX, you can activate one of its when digivolving effects. A powerful card that's specifically tailored towards Jesmon GX, which I'll cover here in a little bit. In security though, you simply add this card to your hand. Again, looking over Jesmon deck lists, I didn't see this card being utilized, but I do think there's a balance between whether you're an aggro or defensive player, and this card particularly is more for aggro builds. For multicolor cards, there are a slew of them for BT10. Starting with the level 3s, there's Spotamon. This Legend Arms Crossheart Digimon has a simple on-play effect that lets you tuck it under one of your Legend Arms or Crosshearts Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card, and de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. It also has the inheritable of, when attacking, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Legend Arms or Crossheart, and then place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. It's a searcher that can be utilized, but for 4 memory or a Digivolve cost of 1, it's quite expensive. But this card can be utilized with other Ragna Lordmon specific decks. Moving to level 4s, there's just Shoutmon X4, utilizing Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Darulumon, and Starmons for a Digicross 2. Meaning from 9 memory, the play cost simply goes to 1 if you have all 4 components. This is one of the few Digicross Digimon that actually draws you cards when you go into it. It also has material save too, meaning you can save 2 of your components when this Digimon gets deleted. End of attack, you may place all of your Digimon's Digivolution pieces under one of your tamers in any order to unsuspend one of your tamers, and if you do, delete this Digimon. This lets you recycle your components and play another one for 1 memory if this Digimon survives. Overall, this is the strongest Shoutmon card out there. The rest have cross components that can be kind of difficult. Level 5 wise, there's Shoutmon 4XB, X5, and Brachiomon. Starting with Brachiomon, this Digimon is a vanilla level 5 Digimon, but the best part is, he's 2-colored, giving you more crossover ability with blue and black. On top of that, for a play cost of 6, his DP is huge, a great add also to sealed pools. Shoutmon X4B has a Digivolve cost of 3 from a red level 4 or purple Digimon. It also has an on-play and when Digivolving effect that lets you play one Digimon with Crossheart and Straits from your hand or Tamer to the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards. If you have Beelzemon under this source, you can recycle 2 Crossheart cards from the trash to your hand. And lastly, Armor Purge. Arguably, I don't see this card being Digicrossed into too often, for the fact that you'll need to expend a Shoutmon X4 and a Beelzemon to only save yourself 4 memory. Digivolving feels like the better way to go here. X5 is the real winner for the fact that it has Digicross 2 with 5 components. Meaning potentially this Digimon can have Rush and also be played for free. But the setup is what ultimately takes time. It also has Blocker, Security Attack +1, and if you have any of the cross components, potentially Rush from Shoutmon, Piercing from Ballistamon, DP Reduction from Darulumon, and even more. You can also material save 3 with this specific Digimon, up to 3 components. Besides X4, X5 is definitely one of the ones I'd run in my Crossheart deck. For level 6s, there's quite a few options here. Shoutmon X5B, Cannondramon, Griffinmon, Dark Knightmon X, and Blastmon. Shoutmon X5B is another Digimon that, like X4B, leaves a lot to be desired, especially when your Digicross is going to be immensely expensive. Instead, you'll likely be Digivolving into this Digimon from level 5. On play and when Digivolving, you may place one card with Crosshearts and its traits from under one of your tamers under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. If Beelzemon is present in the sources, you get to play a level 4 or lower Digimon with Crossheart from your trash without paying its memory cost. Overall, the memory cost of this guy is too expensive, and will most likely only be utilized in a sealed setting as a quote-unquote boss monster. There are a lot of level 6s in this set, especially multicolored. Cannondramon is a giant blocker that is fairly useful and sealed. It also unsuspends when you Digivolve into it, convenient especially if you have a way to guarantee swinging into security and then restanding for the next turn to block. Not to mention you have a potential 2 blocks with its opponent's turn effect that lets you unsuspend it when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle. Griffinmon is a vanilla dual-colored Digimon that's green and yellow with 13,000 DP. Again, this Digimon has a play cost of 10 for Mega Zoo-like decks, and with instant access to green and yellow, it's not a bad combo potentially. Dark Knightmon X, when Digivolving, allows you to return one black or purple Digimon other than Dark Knightmon X from your trash to your hand. Then if you have Dark Knightmon or X antibody in the sources, delete one tamer and unsuspend this Digimon. Oh, so you delete Nene to get 2 memory back and keep it your turn while you unsuspend it. In combination with X antibody, this could be very useful. And on deletion, you may play one Dark Knightmon from your trash without paying its memory cost. Again, more value for building wide. I actually really like this card, and will be having some fun with Dark Knightmon myself, moving forward. Blastmon returns as a dual-colored Digimon that's black and purple. On play, if this Digimon has 3 Digivolution cards, Blitz. It also gets Rush. Opponent's turn when your opponent's Digimon attacks. By trashing one of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. This Digimon adds some additional support with UA Mono, potentially allowing you to place sources underneath it for its rush capability. But I think Blastmon will not see as much play as Shoutmon, as this deck is too slow for the setup. There are 2 cards left in the set that are multicolored, Jesmon GX, and the option card, Immortal Ruler. Jesmon GX is the other secret rare of the set, having a Digivolution cost of 5 from black or red, or 5 from a level 6 Digimon with Royal Knight in its traits. When Digivolving, you may place one Digimon card with Royal Knight in its traits, and a play cost of 13 or less from your hand or trash under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. This card primarily covers your Jesmon Digimon or Gankumon and let you use their effects too. And for the sake of length of this video, I'm not going to go over all of them. Just know you can use Jesmon X's ability to attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, or even Gallantmon X deletion effect. But there's a lot you can do here. Use your imagination. Finally, Immortal Ruler. This card lets you play it without having its color requirements if Nene Mono is in play. Main, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then play one Dark Knightmon from your trash paying its memory cost. If a Digimon with Digi-Cross requirements would be played, you can also use cards from the trash as Digivolution sources. For 0 memory, there's a lot you can do with Dark Knightmon, especially with the new ones from BT10. If you pull a lot of Twilight, this card is going to be especially useful in Sealed. But what are your thoughts on the multicolored cards in BT10? Are you excited? With delays making headlines earlier this weekend, there's now more time to just chill. I'll be adding some new content to the channel too, but let me know your comments as well on this topic. This is Digi-Panda, logging out.